Give a seat to the altar just to appreciate what I'm about to say. I would like you to pay attention before you give. Please. Nobody have told you this. But I want to tell you that as a spirit, there is no direct relationship between man and the earth. Anybody that try to relate with the earth not through a spirit, will be destroyed by the earth. The darkness that inspire annihilation. I said the darkness that inspire annihilation is the one that inspires a man to relate direct with the earth. Now, all that relate direct with the earth will lose what they have to the earth, including their lives. And which is called annihilation. So you can give your seat before I continue. God will never hand over the earth to men. Can you ask me why? Huh? God will never trust man. Can I say it again? If you're looking at me, don't tell God to trust you, not even by oath. Can you look up and let me give you a gift? Huh? All the men that took oath before God as men, they all failed. And any man that take an oath before God as a man will fail. Don't say, I vow to God that I will not do this. That thing you vow to God that you will not do. And when you finish your vow, you start doing it immediately. Now, small boy I be. Did you hear? I say I be small boy. I said that talk I talk now, a small boy talk. If you tell me that you took an oath, that you will not do this thing, I will know you're already doing it. Because it is not in the capacity of man to keep oath. So taking an oath is causing problem for yourself. I think you should ask something about it. Let me tell you why Americans respect the Jews. You're not supposed to know it. You don't supposed to know it. You don't supposed to know it, but I want to help you with it. Just like somebody who say doesn't like Locust army. Excuse me, liking Locust army don't have option. When a people, why Americans like the Jews is what they know. Hear me, why it is difficult. The only way America can go down is when what I'm about to say happens. The Jews are connected to the land of promise and to the earth by the spirit of the law. So the spirit, they are inculcated. The spirit of the law is part of their life because Moses is their lawgiver. So they pass through the spirit of the law to the earth. It was not them that God gave the land of promise. It was the spirit of the law. So they became children of the law. Now, anytime Iran want to bomb Israel, the spirit of the law gets very, very angry with Iran. It's not the Jews that defend themselves. All intelligent nations know that the Jews are not the people defending themselves. They are being defended by God. Excuse me, you were there. I don't know how the world doesn't, I don't know how they reason. I don't know how they reason. You know that the Jews they produce the most moral soldiers on earth. They produce the most. That is, a Jewish boy soldier is not ready to misbehave. That's what I mean. Terribly disciplined, or people of the law. They are the only soldiers on earth that doesn't misbehave. Jewish soldiers. And they know that God is with them, not by prayer, but by a presence of the Spirit of the Lord. Now, all that help Israel shall be helped by God. It's not because I read it in the Bible. Just like all that help Locust army should be helped by God. Big C. All that help Locust army should be helped, will be helped by God. Now look at this. Look at what I'm trying to tell you. The law, the Spirit of the law is the testifier. Is the what? In the midst of the Jews. So the Spirit of the law is Israel himself. So when missiles are sent from Iran to Israel, America will do everything to intercept it. Because they don't want bomb to land in the land of God. Say, praise God, let me give you a gift. When God wants to take you up, he gives you a responsibility concerning somebody he loves. So America is number one, because America is taking responsibility over Israel, and they know it. They can't stop. And that is why Netanyahu is proud. Netanyahu knew that America is number one before God because of the help they are rendering to them. When you help a man that God is with, God will help you. I thought you should clap on to what I just said. So actually, God didn't give the land that flow with milk and honey to Israel. He gave it to the Spirit of the law. And the Spirit of the law, they are children of that Spirit. Now, why America is number one is that somebody need to tell you that it is America that is keeping Jesus. Some of us don't know why Israel, the people of Israel, is keeping Moses. Is keeping Moses and Elijah. Americans are keeping Jesus. That is why they are financing the gospel. Because they know to finance the gospel is their responsibility. Because they are keeping Jesus. If Jesus can be destroyed, America will not be destroyed. I thought so much you clap hand for hearing it. So I want to ask you a question. Who do you keep? There are some women, the only people they keep is their children and their husband. That's why you're still suffering. Get something that is important to God and keep it. And be part of keeping it. When God loves you, he gives you responsibility to keep things that are important to him. And then he will vow not to allow you to suffer. Because he uses you to keep something that's important to him. Not so much you clap hand to what I just said. Let me tell you the reason. The reason that men are still dying. Can I tell you why they are dying? Huh? A man created in the image and likeness of God is using precious life to look for money. He will die. You cannot use a big life to look for something smaller than the life. And please hear me. God will never give man money to man. God gives money to spirits. And spirits give money to men. So all the men that are rich by themselves, we eventually lose the money to spirits. Let me stop this way. When God gave dominion to Moses, he measured it. I say he did what? From Joshua he measured, from Moses he measured it. Chapter 3 of Exodus he measured it. In Joshua 1 he measured it. Now, when God gave it, he measured it and it's permanent. Is permanent. So you don't go to those measured areas to take anything outside the law. If you take anything from those areas outside the spirit of the law, which belong to the Jews, you are seen as a thief in the realm of the spirit. So God allocated portions again to Jesus spiritual. That is why when men want to be rich, they look for the spirit that can make them rich. They will look for a spirit. They don't look for money. I said, some of us who are here, they think you're wasting your time by being here. What occultism means is to go to an altar to look for a spirit. That's what it's called, occultism. To look for a spirit that should help you. And God is not that spirit. When you say God, you're talking about a personality that doesn't have form. So when God wants to give people things, he takes nature of a spirit, a particular nature. Just like some people don't know the difference between God and Lion of Judah. When you need to call him Lion of Judah, don't call him God. When you call him God, you're talking about universal personality. But when you talk about Lion of Judah, you're talking about an incarnate spirit. God is not father of all spirits as God. He is the father of all spirits as the Lion of Judah. So when you see men, that is why nothing is called steady prosperity. Don't you see the attenuation? Today, the Bernard of South Africa, of France, will be the richest man on earth. Tomorrow is going to be Elon Musk. Next tomorrow it is going to be Bill Gates. The other time is going to be Jeff Bezos. Now, when I look at these men I'm mentioning, I can't see the spirit that is giving them money so they will fail. Church, did you get it? Huh? Did you get it? The Lion of Judah has a location. So any human being that go to his territory, just like you want to take abundance of the sea without him, and that is his own allocation. You cannot take abundance of the sea without him, because it is his spirit that was given that. The Lion of Judah, the spirit of the Lion of Judah, is the owner of the sea, the abundance of the sea. And then the Bible, I'm not going to go into it, but you know that in chapter 10 of Revelation, chapter 10 of Revelation, the Bible says there is a book. There is a book that is opening the hand of the angel. And then one leg upon the sea, one upon the earth, and then a hand lifted up. And the book is opened in his hand. To say it is by the spirit of this book that I'm having dominion. Not even God can have dominion with that spirit. And he will not give dominion to men. So when you are asking God to give you something, find the spirit that has that thing. And go to his altar. All right. Put your hand together for Jesus. Kennedy, I am on it now. The mere God. I want to say to somebody here from technical teaching, I want to look at me. God cares about what you eat, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Now, whatever we take in will always be part of our life. And because that is correct, you are a man, you can interpret your destiny from what you are taking in. Whatever that we take in, we can't deny. If you look up, I'm going to give you this gift. If God didn't give you instruction, then He's not around you. Particularly as per meal. Let me say again. I say, if God didn't give you instruction about meal, then He's not around. Because there cannot be destiny without meal. Just like there cannot be destiny without impartation. Whatever a man eats, he will not deny. So when God started a relationship with Adam in Eden, He said, you will not eat this. So Adam died the moment that he separated himself from life-giving food. I'm not jumping it. I'm not going to jump it. I'm not going to jump what I just quoted. You see, because you cannot pray life into people.